Facing your fears mean you survived a trauma or several and have effectively coped with it, emerged and changed for the better. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lyna and I make videos about living with chronic illness and self-care tips for you. Today we're going to be talking about facing your fears. And if you want to know more about it, please continue watching. So it's normal to avoid the things you fear. However, avoidance prevents you from learning the things you fear are not as dangerous as you think. Starting with situations that are less scary, you work your way up to things that cause you a great deal of anxiety. Over time, you will build up confidence in those situations and may even come to enjoy them. This process often happens naturally. And with practice, fear can be managed and kept under control. Facing fears will help you create appropriate responses, helps you develop courage, helps you develop wisdom, helps you develop compassion, and it helps you develop resilience. We need to activate fear in order for us to prove that we're not necessarily in danger. Over time, our brains learn that this is not an object or an event we should be frightened of, because we provoke and challenge that fear. The common fears are fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of change, fear of public speaking, fear of the unknown, fear of losing, ironically, also fear of success. Allowing yourself to be scared and vulnerable is a form of self-acceptance. If we can accept and nurture ourselves through these negative emotions, we become better at accepting and nurturing the ones we love. Overall, it helps us become more compassionate human beings. Overcoming a fear is done through actions. We can use our fear as one of the strongest motivational emotions we can experience. Of course, it's rare to totally eliminate fear from one's life. However, with practice, fear can be managed and kept under control. When we face our fear, we develop emotional courage. Many situations in life causes us to do something we find scary, upsetting, and uncomfortable. By stepping outside of our comfort zones, we develop emotional courage. Unfortunately, when we feel uncomfortable, we tend to avoid the situation or procrastinate and find excuses. But avoidance always comes with a price. Anytime we avoid, it makes us even more anxious. Asking yourself, what is the worst that can happen to me if I said yes? What most of us will discover is that in most situations, we can actually handle it. Also, you have to think, what if you said no and continued on with life with no changes? Are you going to start having regrets that will start piling up? Wisdom comes from all of life's experience, but it's the fearful and bad ones in particular that teaches us great lessons. Anyone who is interested in trying new things and reflecting on the process and learning from it has the ability to gain wisdom. Facing your fears mean you survived a trauma or several and have effectively coped with it, emerged and changed for the better. Dealing with fears also help you develop compassion. When you yourself has been afraid, you're likely to feel patient and have compassion for the ones that are experiencing similar situations. The quote, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is facing a hard battle." When you put yourself in someone else's shoe, it will soften your heart and grow your empathy muscles. If you're in need of deep inner healing, seek out support of a skilled therapist, spiritual counselor, or a life coach who can help facilitate your inner transformation. When you do the work to heal your fear, mind, soul, and spirit, compassion will naturally follow. And when you face your fear, you'll also develop resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly and easily from stress, upsets, and setbacks. You can't learn from a mistake until you've admitted that you've made it. When you acknowledge your mistake, think about what you can do to prevent it from happening again. That's when you'll motivate yourself to become more knowledgeable and resilient. In my own experience, I was so fearful of attending doctor's appointments because I was so terrified of what they had to say and how bad my disease has progressed or how rare and serious my disease is. But continuing to expose myself and attending these doctor's appointments, it has prepared my mind for the good and bad news that they have to break to me. And eventually, the fear of attending these medical appointments lessened, and I was able to put them under control. Another thing I was terrified about was for my stem cell transplant. Because like all treatments, there are always risks involved, and complications can occur, and my life could be at risk. But I knew if I didn't face this fear and go through with it, I'll always have regrets of not knowing how my life could have improved or could have changed for the better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and encouraged you to realize how facing your fears can help you achieve massive success in life, and with practice, your anxiety will naturally lessen, and you can emerge and change for the better. So tell me, what fear are you ready to face? Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to get new video updates from me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!